I have absolutely no idea what episode we're on.
We're going to call it 15/16.
See, I think the problem is that we've been... I don't want to say slack. See, look at our guests. We're slacking. A guest, look at this guy. We bring him in the studio. He's got 3 different phones going. Is that a Polish thing? Like, you guys all carry more than one phone?
Oh, it's a Polish thing for sure.
Episode 17.
Episode 17. Thank you. Now you gotta bring that mic closer to you. You gotta talk into it. All right,
sorry.
All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. At some point, we should probably start season 2 because it's been like 2 years.
Let's start it right now. Season 2, episode 1.
You want? Yeah, that's not the first one of the new year.
Is it?
Done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 1. Welcome everybody. This is sweet. Lots of stuff happening. But I'm your host, Kyle Krillers, back in studio here with my co-hosts, Mark Hunter, Sean McCall. What's going on, boys? And we have a very, very noisy guest in the corner.
Noisy guest.
I thought you were going to say distinguished, and I was just going to start laughing. But
So are you really royalty, or is that just a nickname?
Somewhere down the line, I was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
way
You gotta bring
down
that,
the line.
You gotta bring that mic
Right
in.
before
Bring that
World-
mic in.
Okay,
Yeah,
right
talk
before
into
World
it.
War II, we were royalty.
Where, yeah?
Somewhere in Ukraine, yeah.
What happened?
Half of the family got killed off.
Ooh.
And by half, I think 80%. And then the other half moved back to Poland.
Your math sucks.
I know. It's like it's measuring fish.
By,
yeah.
by half, I mean 80%.
Anyways,
Oh, my. Yeah.
so introduce yourself. We got Mr. Kris Totosko in the house.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. So Chris, I was we pulled this together last minute. I was flying. So last week I was at Toronto Boat Show, which we'll touch on in a bit. Then I flew to Vegas for SHOT Show with the whole Greywood team. Then we went back to the boat show, and then tomorrow I'm leaving for Vancouver to go out there for a couple meetings and the boat show. So I'm like, we got to slam a podcast in here between because we might not get to one till next week or something. And I'm like, I need a guest last minute. And then I'm like, well, let's do me, Mark, and Sean. We'll catch up. It's been a while, and we got a ton of crap to talk about. And then I'm like, you know what? I saw Chris was on Messenger. I'm like, there's a guest.
Yeah.
There's a guest. You've had a big, but he doesn't know how to turn his phone off. He's having problems with it.
It's not my phone. I don't know. My supervisor's not supposed
Okay,
to send me any calls.
hold that thing up to the tablet. Hold that tablet up to the phone, or the camera.
Yeah,
Show
dude,
everybody how
see?
big this phone is.
This is my job. And it's pretty much telling me to go open somebody's car. And it's in Ajax, so obviously I can't make it, but we'll see what happens.
Do you need to call him? Like, seriously, I can pause this if you got to deal with it.
No. I'm not going to
Are you sure?
Ajax. Are you crazy? He's supposed to deal with it. Oh, there he goes.
He's very mad.
He's just dealt. No, he just dealt with it. He's like, screw this guy.
See, this is his actual tablet, guys. This is not a sound effect.
Does it have a volume button?
I thought I did. Look, Mark. I apologize. There is one.
He's
but-
getting red.
I put it down, but they know I sleep at work, so they have to put it up high for me.
That's the guy you want coming to your rescue right
Oh,
there.
yeah, that guy right.
100%.
All right, so Chris, we brought you on. First off, you've been around fishing scene in Ontario for a long time.
Probably close to 20 years now.
Couple big changes the last couple years.
Yeah, big changes. Like got rid of the boat and then end up buying a kayak.
Yeah, a good kayak, full of good luck.
Actually, yeah, I started off with like a crappy kayak, and then I moved up to like the big leagues, which I bought off you.
That's right.
Yeah, and
that's
I think all the luck came right with it too.
I did all my skill.
Yeah, pretty much the skill. Yeah, I guess.
So
Was the seat still warm?
I
Pretty
think
much,
I think I forgot to give him the seat actually at first, and then I had to go back in the garage.
Yes.
Like, oh yes, you need the seat.
He made a hole in the first one. I don't know. It was right in the middle. It
It's
was
true. I
weird.
gave you a new seat, seat mesh, didn't I?
Yeah.
He was just okay sitting on the pole.
Yeah, no doubt. It was not in the middle. It was on the side.
Yeah, right.
It came from the factory like that, so they sent me a new one. Man, you guys are dicks. Anyways, all right. So Chris, we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover, and I always like your opinions on things. But let's take people through, and we've touched on kayak fishing a lot, but we're going to touch on it one more time because it's exploding. But the difference between your scenario is not only did you clean up this year, how many events did you win?
All of them?
No, I didn't win that many.
How
but
much money did you win?
All of it?
Over 15,000.
So you won over $15,000 in Ontario kayak fishing in what, 8 events?
I think there was 11 events because there was championships.
Not
There was
bad.
Yeah. It was honestly, it was a season.
It's averaging $900 an event for a $75, $80 entry fee.
It was $85 entry, I believe.
Can't beat
80
that.
bucks, 80, yeah, something like that. It wasn't much. I don't even know how much it is because of the fact that it's just so cheap.
And then not only that, but you won a spot to go down to the Bassmaster Classic to compete.
Yeah, I missed it last year by a quarter of an inch. So I
So,
was so mad. I was like, I'm gonna make it this year.
so that's
I did.
coming up.
Yeah, actually, it's a month and a half away from now.
Nervous?
No, I'm gonna win it.
Do you need anything?
Have you been down there?
I haven't been down there in Oklahoma yet, but I've done a little bit of research, so I think it's just gonna.
Any pre-fish happening? Like, what's the plan?
No, I didn't. I was like very close to go down there with Cooper, but Cooper got called up. Like he's like, oh, I might go, might not go, and then he like last minute, he's like, yeah, I'm going, and I'm like, well, I'm at work. This would be pretty hard for me to go right now.
That sounds like Coop.
According to his tablet, they think he's at work right now.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was gonna go down, and then plans just got changed, and I'm just gonna go down and pre-fish. Pretty much starts on the 15th. I'm gonna be down there on the 14th and get as much time as I can in there.
So what's the lake?
10 killer.
10 killer.
So that is not the same lake, obviously, the elites fish.
No,
But
the
one
elites
close to
fished.
it.
Yeah, the elites fished there. What 2020 or 2019? They had an event there.
So you've been rewatching old
Oh,
footage.
big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's different time of the year, so it's a little bit. It's gonna be. You're gonna have to figure out when you get there.
Yeah.
Because of the water temperature is gonna be
Largemouth, smallmouth,
smallmouth for sure.
smallmouth.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. Largemouth will be my backup plan if anything.
How,
There's also spot.
how many guys in the kayak classic? Like, how many people?
I think 111, but I could be wrong.
You're feeling confident. I can tell.
Because of the year that I had last year, I mean this past season, it's been honestly, I can't go wrong. I think.
So 10 killer's got all three types of bass. It's got smallmouth, largemouth, and spots. What's a big spot for that body of water?
Probably like a 3-pounder or something. I don't know.
Have you caught
honestly? I didn't even check on that, to be honest.
Have you
I
caught a
didn't
spotted bass before?
even- I think once was it in Texas in Lake Fork where they had spotted?
Like, how do they fish? I
think
know.
that's-
How do
No.
they fish?
So I caught something else. I don't know.
Let's explain spotted bass to our listeners and for my knowledge too. Like, how do you fish spot? Like, is it anything? Like, they more similar to a smallie or a largie, or in between? Is it subspecies? Explain it. How do you explain it to us? Anybody know?
They're definitely not the guy to ask because I
No,
didn't
me
look
neither.
into it. Honestly, they look like largies, right?
Yeah.
They kind of got the body shape of a smallmouth,
Okay.
and they look like a largemouth with a smaller. They have a smaller mouth than a largemouth,
Yep.
but like that whole underside, how the jaw goes on a smallmouth and it swoops right into the belly. You know how like a largie's kind of
Yeah.
like straight in and then down. The spots have, I find, are more like football shaped, right?
Yeah. See, I wasn't gonna go to the classic. I was just sitting there thinking, like, man, now that Chris is going, maybe we should go cheer Chris on. We'll be the guys in the back of the row. We'll be like, "Hey, Chris, can you hear us? Whatever." You know, we'll be yelling for you. I'm all pumped up. You like that, didn't you?
I've been to the classic there when the kayak guys are getting their awards. There's not too many guys there yet. It happens right before. It happens, I think, 2 hours before the boat guys showed up.
Yeah.
So
You still get to go on that stage?
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still get to go on that
Yeah.
stage. Yeah. So the biggest goal is pretty much just to go up there on stage and take that trophy
not
and
fall.
bring it home.
Yeah. Sean will be in the crowd too. You'll hear him. You won't miss him.
Any,
Hey guys, I'm Mark Hunter.
See, we haven't played with those buttons in a while.
Nobody gets to play with those buttons
That
but
was
you.
really weird.
Yeah. And then there's Sean. You know, he's.
Have you added any?
Sean McCall here.
All right, someone take this thing away from me. But seriously, no, that's pretty cool, man. Like, you got to be. I don't think people understand how hard kayak fishing is. Like, landing. Like, everything is different technique to everything you do out of it.
It's totally different. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot more planning than in the bass boat, because in the bass boat, if your A spot doesn't work, your B spot doesn't work, then you go to C, D, B. I mean,
I got all the way to Z most
yeah,
tournaments.
yeah, exactly.
Spelling's like his math.
Oh yeah, 100%. My spelling is
I
horrible.
bet half of them died, like 80%.
A, B, C, D, E, F, something, and yeah, but it comes with a lot of planning.
Have you add anything to the boat for the classic? Or are you going as it is? Any
I
new
already-
equipment or anything like that?
No, I switched my graphs to a little bit bigger. Like I just went.
What are you running for a setup?
I got the live scope. I just need to upgrade my Hummingbird now to a 9-inch. But I think might take Sean's deal, which is borrow his for the classic to see how it goes.
Yeah, we can help you out with some. You got to borrow stuff. We got lots of stuff.
Well, I was gonna buy it. Mike Carnegie was gonna hook me up, but I'm still in the talks of how much it's gonna cost.
That's
want to go broke going
that's-
down there.
That's why we're offering. If you got to borrow, we're here. We got lots of gear between the three of us. So
Yeah.
let's get you looked after.
Yeah, we should probably figure it out sooner than later just to
Yeah.
make sure we got all the
You
wiring
need
and
any,
stuff.
you need any Borka mounts? They're made in Poland. They
yeah.
are. You know what? Oh my God, you should be our poster boy for Borka. It's all made in Poland and it's kayak, and you are a kayak fisherman.
True.
You are sponsored. Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the
I
team.
There
gotta
you
call
go.
Tim
That
after.
was
We gotta
easy.
chat. We gotta chat. We actually need to like redesign some stuff, and
Yeah.
you can speak their language. So when we talk to the engineers,
Yeah.
this is good. This is
Yeah.
legit. We need
You
it.
can wear your track pants and your dress shirt, like
Oh,
that
perfect.
Yeah.
official Polish uniform.
We'll take you to the show in Amsterdam with us. We'll take you to the show in Amsterdam with us so you can translate.
Oh please! That's one place I did not visit when I lived in Europe. It's
Really?
so crazy. It was only 7-hour drive away from my place.
Wow.
Always missed it.
What a guy. Well, that's cool, man. I thank you for coming in on short notice. So, anyways, we just kind of wing it as we go here. So jump in whenever you feel like.
problem.
Insult
I'll
us, please. A couple questions came in. Like Tyler Warner says for sure now that he has a new pedal kayak that you will not stand a chance against them.
Yeah, Tyler. I don't know what to tell you about him except he's pretty slow on the water. That's all I can tell you because of the paddle kayak that he had. He could never keep up.
Yeah.
So I always made fun of him for that.
See, he never actually said that, but thank you for telling us how you really feel.
Oh no, he never really said that. No, that's something he definitely would say. So
I was just setting you
I'm not
up.
gonna, no, but
So-
Tyler is he's a good guy. It's just I don't know if he's gonna fish next year because he knows I cleaned up. So
It's true. You did good. So, okay, awesome. Well, we got some exciting news. We are, I don't know how many days we're at now till CanCast. We got February, March, April. We are literally at like 70 days, I think. That's a guess from when we're filming this. That's coming up. We dropped some news this week, boys.
Yeah, we did big news.
Bubba, the presenting sponsor of CanCast. How awesome is that? So, if you guys have not seen a Bubba product yet, everything from that new Pro Smart Fish Scale. Have you guys seen that thing?
Oh, it's
I
unreal.
have.
Have you seen how I don't have a sample here yet to show us? I got one of their fillet knives. Their scissors are sitting on this table somewhere.
yeah,
Right there.
they're really good.
Those are the best scissors you will ever use in your life. Like it doesn't matter how. Do not cut any cords, Chris.
No.
Doesn't matter
they
how
can cut your finger
much
easily.
slack is in the braid or the line. It just cut. They're
Yeah,
insane.
they do. They're really
And
sharp.
everything they make, the products they make are top notch. And
They got
they're
a bottle opener too,
bottle opener.
Everything.
They got everything.
screwdriver.
Pliers. They make saltwater stuff, freshwater stuff.
Look at that.
All sorts of different knives. They are coming into Canada in a big way, and we're going to help them be at the helm. They are just absolutely awesome product. We're going to have a great booth at CanCast. They're going to have, there's that tablet again, right in the middle of my speech. I was supposed to send this to Bubba. There we go. This guy's fired. We got to kick him out.
These are solid.
Dude, they're solid.
My
So-
apologies. I'm not supposed to. This is not supposed to go off.
So we're going to have Bubba's going to have a big booth at CanCast. We're going to have a big retailer there working with Bubba. I'm sure multiple retailers will have it, but there it is again, Chris. Does it have a volume button? Has anyone figured it out?
Obviously not Chris.
Here, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, here. There's a hammer in the
Smash it
corner.
over there somewhere. Like, put it away. That's the best place to put it.
I don't know what's under that couch,
we
so
go.
be careful.
Figured it right out.
So, anyways, make sure you guys check out Bubba. They are going to be part of our $1,000 a day giveaway leading up
Nice.
to the show. All Bubba product. There's lots of cool stuff coming. So, thank you, Bubba. Those guys stepped up, and like when I mean like they stepped up. Like they're going to help us out a lot. So we're really excited for that one. So that is a cool one for sure. So anyways, I got some questions kind of came in through Instagram. I figured we just jump right into it, get some conversations going. So I got a question from my buddy Tom Roberts. And here's one for Chris. What are your go-to soft plastic colors? Do you go to colors? Like, do you go to certain colors or do you just have them all? Like, what is your go-to?
Everybody that's sitting at this
They
table.
all want the juice, man.
It's not even that.
They
There's
want the
literally one
juice.
color. It's
We
the green
know.
pumpkin.
Now, if you prefer to not comment, you can play that card. We'll just never invite you back,
No,
probably.
it's just green pumpkin, pretty much.
It's the 913, is it not?
That's yeah,
I'm a green pumpkin guy.
yeah,
Love it.
Green pumpkin.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, if I only had one lure or soft plastic, I won't tell you what it is.
And I'll tell you right now, I've spent a lot of time in a boat with this guy over here. We were tournament partners for a couple years. We fun fish together 2-3 times a week. Like we spent a lot of time in a boat. So if he bullshits you, I'm gonna call it.
See, the best story I've heard
right?
about the best story I heard about you two fishing together is when you said that the pike and bass were roommates.
Oh, dude.
Tell us that story. Tell us again. We have a lot of new listeners. That was like one of the first episodes of season 1. We're on season 2 now. So,
Season 2, yeah.
so let's hear about the pike and the bass that room together.
So it was wasn't last fall. It was the fall before. We went up to
Lake of Bass.
Lake of Bass. We went because we like to go on a fall fishing trip. Me and
Yep.
him, we get away for a full day and we're gone, right?
Yep.
So we go up to Lake of Bays and we're fishing and fishing and fishing. And he's like, "Hey, you want to see something?" I'm like, "See what?" He's like, "We're going to go over to this tree here." He's like, "There's a bass and it lives there with a pike." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, yeah, watch this." He throws it in and he hooks the bass. And as he's pulling the bass out, he's like, "Look, there's his buddy, the pike." And these two fish live there together.
What?
Right.
And you knew this from like going there before.
Yeah, I've seen those fish 3 times that year. Yeah, it was actually crazy. At first I noticed the pike because the pike was like probably like 3 pounds.
Yeah.
2-3 pounds. And then I'm like, look, there's a bass right beside it. That was the first time I went there with Tony. It was hilarious.
That is
Because I'm
funny.
like, Tony's looking at me like, what the? I see far away, like in the water. I don't know, for some weird reason, I got this gift where I can see pretty much without glasses most of the time.
Yeah.
And so I see these fish, and he's like, "You're an idiot. There's no fish there." And then sure enough, there's a pike and the bass that live in this tree. And he's like, "This is so like messed up."
Yeah.
Because it just does not make any sense. How do these two like live together?
Sorry,
But-
what do you say? This is so what? This is so. Yeah, I got you. All right, we know what you mean now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was. Well, I was actually taking Sean to a bit like a different tree, but that tree kind of was on the way there.
Nice.
To show him like a 20-pound pike.
Cool
That-
story, man.
Yeah.
Tell her again.
Yeah, me and Sean have a lot of messed up stories. Remember
Yeah,
the hook that you had to pull out? I had to pull out of your hand, and I almost puked.
Yeah. It was it was a opening tournament.
I still have
were
videos on my phone.
Sturgeon.
Yeah, it was messed
Yeah,
up.
and it was first thing in the morning. We
Don't
we
let this
rolled
guy
into
set the
this.
hook.
We rolled into this one pad field, and I flipped off the front of the boat, and my bait wrapped around the trolling motor cable. So I bent over and gave it a flick to wind it back, and when I flicked it, the barb came through the plastic and buried in my finger right here.
Ooh.
And it was a 5/0 Berkeley Fusion. That's a thick, heavy wire.
Oh, it's a
hook.
thick hook.
Yeah. So it went in. So I'm stuck to the trolling motor, and I said, "Chris, pass me the scissors." He's like, "Well, they're right behind you." I'm like, "Chris, pass me the scissors." He's like, "They're right there." I'm like, "Chris."
I'm not much of a help. I'm like, I'm probably still fishing.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Well, I leaned to the side, and I'm like, "Chris, I'm stuck to the trolling motor. Give me the scissors, right?" So he throws them up. I cut them off, and I pushed it through my finger to the point where the point stuck out the other side, but I couldn't get the barb to push. I couldn't get
that's the worst.
the leverage with the hook on my finger. So I held my finger, and I told Chris, I'm like, "You got to push this through." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Push it through." So he grabs it, and when he pushes it through, it made this popping sound.
Ugh.
His eyes rolled back in his head, and he almost passed out. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just cut the barb off and pulled her out.
Did I ever
Tied.
tell how I put a jerk bait through my hand? Did I tell that episode this summer? Because it would only happen to
I didn't
me
know you
'cause I'm
threw a
an
jerk
idiot.
bait.
Yeah, I actually like the jerk bait a lot. You know what I throw a lot though now, and I enjoy it, and people don't do it enough, is the crankbait. Everybody's like, "Oh, fall, it's a hot thing, buddy."
Not, I got
That's all I'm telling
hundreds
you.
of them. I don't think I've
Never
ever
used
That's what I
thrown
mean,
one
dude.
of them.
It's crankbait.
Here, I got one for
is
you.
on. Yeah, look at all.
Good luck.
So I tell Chris to bring a lure to donate to our pail that we're gonna do something with at CANCAST. We're not sure yet. Donate to something. So Chris brings
This is
like
for salmon.
33, and there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah,
Like,
there
I
is.
see some Vision 110s. I see what's that? Let me see that crankbait. Give me that to me.
The crankbait or that's the topwater bait,
Yep, the crankbait.
and then the crankbait.
So we got a Mega Bass Pop Max. This thing's pretty sick. See, Nick ruined me when he came on that episode. And now I'm like, oh, I should start buying expensive lures.
Yeah, man,
You know?
bass can't do that to you.
Yeah, no, this thing's pretty sick. So there we go. We're gonna throw that in the bucket. So this your
Yep.
go-to color?
Yeah,
This is his go-to color.
Oh shit! Excuse me.
Wow.
All right, fine.
We're so stunned right now. I need you to get up, Chris. I need you to turn that camera towards me and Sean because we have 2 on you guys. So it's all right. We got other cameras going too, but just spin that one around, will you? No, just turn the head. Yeah. Yeah. You can take your headphones off and look in there. We really need a real producer. Yeah. I was way better at talking than I was at setting stuff up. Yeah, that's good enough, probably.
Wait, I can see you.
You can see me? You can see us both? We're not picky. Everybody listens to this anyways. They don't watch it.
So there's no camera on you
There
guys?
you go. No, there is. I got 2 others, but that's the better one.
Gotcha.
We're good. That's why we got Mr. Carnegie to edit this all down. He's doing a good
Gotcha.
job too. So this thing's kind of sick. Lucky. So Strike King.
Yeah.
Strike King.
I
This your
used to-
go-to color? Come on, you got to give us some
No,
juice.
this is
You can't
stuff I
just-
use for salmon right there.
You can't just like
If
bring
you,
a lure.
if you need to catch a salmon, you just use these guys.
Huh. What else you got? Give us something good.
These are the jerk baits.
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna put those in the pail.
you can.
One for me, one for you.
Perfect.
Can I get a right
honestly,
one?
You know what?
they-
That's a sweet color, eh?
Yeah.
What do they call this one? This is the Cormorant Copper Shad. That's dope.
It's crazy. I don't even.
Where do
look at
you
the-
do most of your shopping? Like you kind of go everywhere, don't you? You
I
spend a
go
lot of time at
everywhere.
Ganyons.
Ganyons? Then I go to Projays. Projays, I spend a lot of time in there.
Jasper's the man.
You ever been to CANCAST?
I've
ever
been
been
to
to
CANCAST,
CANCAST?
what, the last 2
So-
3 years now?
I'm not gonna lie. I did get an email from a gentleman this week, and he wants a table.
Mm-hmm.
And fortunately, he's on the waiting list, but we'll make a spot for him. He wants a table because he has over 200 used Mega Bass Vision 110s he wants to sell that he says are all in pristine condition.
Is that Cooper?
That's going to be a hot table. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
So,
If the price is right.
yeah. So we'll see if he ends up coming. I'm going to reach back out to him and be like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
For that, we can make a spot.
Just
Yeah,
set
that'd
him
be
on
a-
the back of my pickup truck.
Yeah. So, but that would be pretty cool. All right. So I did get a couple questions through Instagram today, last minute. Brad Thorne, your species resume. He wants to know who has caught the most different species of fish. Anywhere. Have you guys ever fished anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Like
outside
salt
Canada?
water and
Yeah.
stuff like that, yeah. Of
What about you? You fish for those huge pike in Poland ever?
That's how I got into fishing,
Yeah.
by catching big pike. Yeah, that's how it all started.
It's
back in the
crazy
day.
over there, eh?
Oh, yeah. What can I tell you? We're
Yeah.
a different breed down there.
I was in
no
Ireland.
licenses and nothing.
That's right. You went
I went,
fishing.
and I know I didn't go fishing. I wanted to go fishing in Ireland. They got this place that you can go fishing, but apparently you can only target pike on a Sunday. How stupid is that?
No, they have weird. I'm telling
Weird
you,
rules, man. That's why they have the
Different
best fish.
rules.
They're protected.
It was like walking distance from where we were staying.
Mark, think about this.
We were there from Saturday to Saturday.
I think
Our
they just fed him a line.
I think they fed you a line for sure. Look, Mark, if we could say that Rice Lake was closed and you could only target crappie and bluegill and perch on Sundays, how
On
would, our,
Wednesdays between 4 and 6.
how would our fishery be?
Pretty good if guys like you are out there.
He didn't get the joke. Though. We'll try. Okay. How about you, Chris? You got anything cool?
No,
Come on.
honestly, I
Let's-
went.
let's go through the
Dominican
run through the
Republic.
list.
I went once. What do you call that? Sailfish. Fishing?
Yeah, I got a sailfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
I puked my brains out.
I was
seasick, but I got it.
I was only able to bring it for like about 10 minutes, and then somebody else had to hold the rod. I was like,
Yeah.
well, this sucks.
What's the craziest looking fish you ever caught?
I don't know, man. You seen like some of those lingcod we were catching at Eagle Nook this year? Those crazy, like the teeth.
Yeah, they're ugly looking.
Those I don't know what the proper word is for them. Calzards too. They're like the big red. Or no, that's a vermilion. The big like almost looks like a huge goldfish we catch. I don't know, you guys. I'll post some pictures up
Nice.
here.
Caught a hog snapper. That's a crazy looking fish.
Caught rooster fish and
That's
caught
Yeah.
a cool name.
Hog snapper.
Hog snapper.
rooster fish and
I want to see a picture of her.
I will. She's got big old buck teeth.
so I wrote down all the species I've caught, and I just realized I forgot at least 5, and I got a pretty impressive list. Did I mention there's a 43-pound salmon on there?
Oh,
Yeah, you mentioned that a few times.
every
actually.
podcast
Every
for the
podcast,
last
yeah.
2 seasons.
But no, I've got a lot of cool stuff. Rooster fish, lingcod. You ever seen those black bass? Call them like bombers. They're out like on BC, Vancouver Islands. They look like just a huge black largemouth.
Yeah.
They're like a rockfish kind of. sort of deal.
Yeah, I've caught rock fishing.
Yeah,
there.
they're cool. El Dorado or Dolphin, whatever they call it. They're I think is or Maui. What I don't know.
Mahi.
Best tasting
Oh,
fish on the
so
planet.
Yeah, Dorados.
Yeah, I got all sorts of stuff on here. Jacks, I love fishing for jacks. Like we were down in the Florida
Yeah,
Keys.
jacks
Oh
are
my
good.
gosh, barracudas, sharks, sailfish, roosterfish, lingcods, blackfish, calzard, mahi. I got the bay bass that we fish for when we go to Daiwa, in the San Francisco Bay. They're pretty cool. Splake. I got all the bluegill and all the panfish covered. You know what the secret is for that? Hot dogs. I'm serious, dude. When we were kids camping, my dad would cut up hot dogs and we would slay sunfish at Emily Park.
That's your resume right there?
Yeah.
I see you've never caught a walleye.
Yeah, I forgot to put. So here's the best part: is as we were, as I was writing this, I came down and I look, I'm like, I forgot to put walleye on there. I even forgot to put. What else did I forget to put? Pike and perch.
Holy.
Bass during a tournament.
That's a good one. Anyways, but I got a lot going. Co-host.
You ever caught a puffer fish?
Yes.
Me too.
No, I haven't. I don't think
I have. Those things will take your finger off.
Yeah, you know what I want to go for? Peacock bass.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
It's one of my. That's my bucket list fish.
Out in the Amazon.
I think I'll go down south at some point and I'll do tarpon.
Yeah, tarpon at the
That'd be
Boca
cool.
Grande.
I think that's on the list too.
Reds. I like to do reds.
Redfish would be sweet.
Redfish would be
yes,
good too. Yeah, and the flats.
I'm so much more interested in that inshore saltwater fishing than I am bass or anything up here.
We should go.
Like I want to fish everywhere I can in the world when I get
Let's go to Florida.
time and money.
I got
to
a
do
sister with a place down there we can
it.
stay.
Yeah.
At.
Well, it's I after the winter we're having. I'm thinking if I don't start doing like a couple trips a year, I might start going insane. Like this weather. Like, how's the ice fishing season going, boys?
I haven't been in 2 years.
I don't even think anybody's been on, like, I don't think there's been any save ice for, like, Whitefish or Lakers or anything on Simcoe yet. Have you seen
Danny and the
anybody?
boys all went out on the Quinny there. Was it last weekend?
Yeah.
And they absolutely slaughtered the walleye.
I saw that Taco Depot had their walleye challenge. I think it went pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the results yet, but I know they were out there. But, man, this has just been a bummer year. And like, it doesn't look very good for the long term either.
No, I know there's a bunch of guys on Simcoe perching and stuff. They're doing okay.
Yeah.
But
So,
Seen somebody driving down the lake on Rice there last weekend.
what a moron, eh? What a moron.
so dumb.
That's a bad deal when you go through. Not only do you lose your car and insurance won't cover it, but you have to pay like the environmental people to get it out. Like and it's like $20,000.
and I think there's a fine per day that it's in there.
Yeah.
Every 24 hours
It's
that
like
it's
$5
in there,
grand or something. Dumb.
it's money.
It's money.
Oh,
Like, it's
yeah.
not a joke. Yeah. So, I mean, there's already one truck out there on Rice Lake, so might as well just add another, right?
I'm sure there's more than one, bud.
You ever fished that one on Rice?
Nope.
Okay, good. I won't give you the waypoint.
I know where it is.
Yeah,
You know
because
where it
I
is?
want your
I know where it
waypoint.
is.
Yeah.
It's up Hastings way.
Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me.
You can totally tell it's truck too.
Oh,
See
yeah.
on-
you
see
can
on a
see
live
it.
scope?
Yeah. You can see
It's
it.
truck.
Cap or no cap?
There's always some fish on
No
it.
cap. Yeah, yeah.
No cap. It's,
How deep is it?
it's
Never-
a Chevy. Don't tell him. No,
Never
don't
got a
worry-
big
don't
one
worry
off
about
it though.
I've never seen it.
I've never heard of anyone getting a big one off it, but I always heard them going and getting fish on it.
Yeah, yeah. If you need a fish, you can go
Yeah.
there and get one. Yeah.
So
I've seen one on Skoogog.
Yeah.
There's one truck in Skoogog. It's actually marked just outside of Goreski's there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rice, will CanCast host another tournament with Peterborough Pro Tackle? Definitely throwing the idea around. Nothing for sure yet, but we are working on an idea, and I will get with the Peterborough team in the next couple weeks, and we will hopefully have something cool in the works. So, and it's going to be really cool because we don't do anything half-assed usually with them. So I think it'll be cool. Maybe a little bit bigger body of water, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what they're thinking. Andrew Mercer messaged us. When is Sean's boat for sale?
He'd have to take the cover
Okay,
off
so
at first.
here's what I was thinking. We should pull it in the CanCast and we should do a live auction.
No.
Why? Think
I'm
about
not
how.
selling my boat. man.
Look, we'll make sure you at least break even, and we'll donate the rest to charity.
Oh,
Take
yeah,
one
break
for the
even.
team.
I've got like
Does it come with the pine needles?
into
Does
that
it come
boat.
with pine needles?
You can. Yeah, I got pine
Next
needles.
year, you won't have to store it under pine needles. I got you covered. I have your winter storage problem figured out.
No, I got it stored inside. It's just
Yeah.
like when it's outside. Then the
Chris, I'll store your
Pine
kayak
needles.
for you.
Oh yeah,
I will.
no problem.
Remember that one time you opened up the locker and it was full of water?
oh. Yeah, I do.
That's so bad.
All right, here's another one from Mary Thorne. Will Leanne leave you after your trade show season travel? Oh, yeah, probably. All right, I don't know why she asked that, but okay, here we go. How many vendors will there be at CanCast from our friends at Average Ontario Anglers? So, at CanCast, actually the floor plan's behind me. We should flip that over. That's the rough draft. 168 10x10 booths. That's a ton.
Mm-hmm.
60 personal tables, and that doesn't include like all the boat area we're gonna have this year or the outside area. No fillers, no
slippers, baby.
no slippers, no meat sticks. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm in talks with a meat company
Meat sticks are good
for a
because it's probably
sponsorship.
the
But
number.
we're like, yeah, it's
It's
number
the
one.
number
snack.
one snack on the boat. Is
For
probably
sure.
a
For sure.
pepperette.
And so yeah, 168 booths, 60 personal tables in the swap side, a whole bunch of outside stuff, boats this year. It's going to be a banger. And when I mean like 168 booths, I mean 168 booths of crap you can buy or like really good guides you can talk to. Like it's going to be good.
And the deals there are insane.
Yeah, everyone's bringing deals. That's always the rule. Like you guys got to bring the stuff. We'll pack the building. That's the rule.
Yeah, if you're not
So-
saving your cash for this event, you're crazy.
Yeah, you will find there'll be nowhere you will find a better deal than that place.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take anything home either. Like if you're smart, you go the first hour and you stay till the last hour because no one wants to pack it up.
Oh, but
Everything drops half price. So, yeah, sure. What do you got? Yeah, take it. I do not want to take it home.
Yep.
That's how that show works. So
Yeah. Other vendors were going and buying stuff off other vendors.
100%. Trades happening,
yeah, I've
and
seen
it's
that,
a
yeah.
retail show. And also since we're right after the Bassmaster Classic, all the new product launches at the show as well.
Right.
So you get to see the new stuff. You get to buy the new stuff at a deal. You get a chance at used stuff. All the guides usually book full at that show. It's just a great fun day overall. So April 7th, tickets are going on sale Monday, which is February 5th. If you're listening to this, get your tickets. We're going to have 4 awesome seminars. So for the price of the ticket, you're going to get into the show. You're going to get access to 4 seminars. We got Nick Kufis coming. Like he was like recommended.
That was a question I read the other day. Are those seminars free?
Yeah, they're
They
free.
are
They're part of your
included
ticket.
with your ticket.
We
Perfect.
got Nick coming in. We got JP DeRose again. We got a muskie panel with 3 big names. I'm going to announce shortly. They're going to do a muskie seminar. We got another one. We have another guy that's going to come in. Another name I'm not going to announce yet and do something big on electronics. So we got really good seminars. One other cool thing that's happening at CanCast is our friends at Shootout Fishing League. For all you tournament guys out there, are going to do their net bait series annual general meeting at CanCast. So all the teams can come there, ask all the questions about the season, and they're also going to do their live draws for their starting positions. How cool is that at CanCast?
That's cool.
So you'll be able to come in, check out the show, do your anglers meeting for the year, and ready to rock and roll. I think that was really cool. Corey asked me, he's like, hey, you think this would be possible? I'm like, dude, that's what CanCast is all about, bringing everybody together. And we would love to have you guys do it there. And if you are interested in tournament fishing, there is literally no better place to go to start talking to people about this. So not only do we have Shootout Fish coming, we got our friends from the new Raw Fish series. They're starting up something up pretty cool on Georgian Bay. We got the Huron Bass series coming with a booth. The CSFL should be there as well with Andy Plata and his team. We got the Kayak OKBT series that's going to be there. The Lindsay's Bassmasters have a booth. The Peterborough Bassmasters have a booth. And Bass Nation Ontario has a booth this year.
Yeah, Ontario Bass
Yeah,
Nation.
Ontario
again.
Bass, sorry, Ontario Bass Nation.
It's
My
about
apologies.
time.
Yeah, about time. So they reached out. They are in, which is awesome to have those guys. You can go up and talk to them. And great group of guys. We'll run a lot of cool events for everybody. We always say number one way to get into fishing, club events. Go up and talk to them. No matter where you're from, they will point you in a direction to be part of a club. If you're local to Peterborough, there's the Lindsay Club is going to have a booth. The Peterborough Club is going to have the booth. It's going to be a great day.
Oh, and there's nothing like being a part of a bass club, man. Most of the clubs are just bang up dudes. It's the meetings through the winter are a really good time to get out and talk with the guys. You know, I met a ton of my buddies. Well, we all met through.
We all met through Bass,
through
bro.
Bass,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's
No.
Yeah.
I actually was I was talking with Warren yesterday. And usually I spend most of my winter, like February, March, and April, doing Bass Club talks on like Daiwa or Garmin product. And we haven't been asked to do a whole lot this year. And I've been jonesing to go to a Bass Club because I missed my Bass Club meeting. I was away last week. I've just been jonesing to go and have some beers and talk fishing. You know what I mean? Like
There you
it's
go.
just
Well, Hogtown will have you
Yeah.
back out anytime you want, bud.
or I just want to come and join Hogtown as a member, I think.
Please do.
When's
We
the
would-
next meeting?
February 7th.
I'm home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm home.
Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday.
Maybe
Yeah, the next one.
Maybe I'll come.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the 14th, but it's a Lover's Day, so
Oh, what's on the 14th?
Him and his dog are
Valentine's or
hanging out?
something.
Oh.
Yeah.
So speaking of shows, I was at the Toronto Boat Show this week, last weekend, and for a day this past weekend. And there's a lot of cool boats out there in the market right now. They had all the kayak. Folk Marine was there with all the kayak.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Dog-
Good guys.
Doss King had a booth. They do a lot of kayaks. They're coming to CanCast. But boat sales are actually fairly steady. Definitely down, but with the economy we're in, like people were still buying boats, which was good to see.
Yeah, I heard a pile of boats got sold at that show last
Yeah,
week.
I don't know the exact total, but same with electronics. Like all electronic dealer Radio World had a fantastic show. Like fantastic. So
That's
like
what it looked like. Yeah.
people are keen to fish, and boats are out there. And even at the interest rates that were insane, like people were buying, and they were buying. A lot of them were buying cash to dealers. Or
Used boats have come down quite a bit, I've noticed as well.
Yeah, I've been
Like,
watching.
People aren't so ridiculous anymore, wanting, 50 grand for
Yeah.
a 1982.
I've been watching Marketplace a little bit, and not sure about my boat situation yet, but definitely don't want to be without one.
Yeah.
And if I can't get a boat, I'm probably going to build the most ridiculous Hobie you've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean ridiculous. Like, it's going to be like
You have the
full
power
motor.
to do it.
Yeah.
You should. Still
Something else we should mention is the Crowley boys, what they're doing.
Yes,
With
talk
the,
about that. That
s-
was on my notes here, too.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. So Ryan and Todd Crowley, I'm sure a lot of you guys know these guys. They're putting a pretty cool few events together, actually, and they're it's all about talking about bass fishing. I know they got Western Inc. on the first one.
You were going to say Western Dink.
I was. We'll just call him Josh.
Big Fish Josh.
I think Mike Williams is going to be there as well.
Well, that'll be good.
The first one is February 21st, and it's at Leisure Lanes in Oshawa.
That's going to be a fun night.
So I'm definitely going to
Yeah.
head out there. It's basically just talk bass fishing. If you want to go do some bowling before, the lanes will be open from 4 to 6, and I think their event is
6 till 10?
6 till 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 4 hours of talking cool
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. $25 a ticket. Tickets are
Yep.
limited, though, so you got to.
And you know what, guys? $25 for a bunch of knowledge that you're going to learn and retain is
Oh, dude.
more than a fair deal.
Oh, yeah.
Is more than
Oh, yeah.
fair. And I think they're also fundraising with it as well.
I believe so.
Yeah. So they
I
got
believe
some
so.
cool stuff. And yeah, if I'm home, I'm going for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the family bowling, and then I'll stick around for the
Yeah,
seminar.
I'm gonna go. So if anybody they don't have Ryan or Todd on their Facebook and they can't find any information, you just give me a ring or DM me or whatever, and I'll hook you up with them.
And those guys are a couple hammers, too.
Oh, big time.
Hey,
Yeah. They know how to win. They won Team or Angler of the Year how many times?
They've won pretty much
2-time
everything.
shoot, I think.
A bunch of times.
Ryan's a CSFL Classic champ.
Yeah.
Actually drove his truck when he went up to the ramp, and then he
Did you? Did you get an autograph?
no.
High
No.
five.
I'm not gonna tell you what I did to his seat, but
Oh,
he had one of the dirtiest trucks I've ever been in. I was like, dude, you gotta wash this thing.
you can't compliment the guy on the air and then insult him. All right, like you can't do
It's not
that.
insulting. I'm sure he knows.
So speaking of boat show, this is where I got my alien. I don't know if you guys can see that. So Fusion, which is like marine sound systems owned by Garmin, they were giving these out with some dealers, and like I brought these home. My kids went bananas. This is the best like dollar toy ever. So
Looks just like Sean McCall.
I'm gonna try to get some of these. I'm gonna try to get some of these for CanCast. I think this will be a hit. Giving
Yeah?
these to the kids, don't you
Oh, yeah,
think?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
will love that stuff.
Yeah, it will be freaking sweet. So, but yeah, the boat show was good, man. It's I always tell people like it's okay to go to these things and dream. Like it's okay to go down and like see what good craftsmanship is. Look at some boats versus others.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, we all can't afford to go buy a new boat, me included.
And me.
But it's nothing wrong with going down there and checking cool stuff out, right? And there is something in there from every price range. Like I said, from a canoe all the way up to a $5 million yacht. Like it was all there, you know what I mean? And there's some pretty crazy
Did you
stuff
go on
the
some of those
market.
huge yachts?
I didn't walk in any because I guess where I'll be doing that is this weekend. I'm going to the Vancouver Boat Show.
Yeah.
Now you want to see yachts.
I'll
It's in
bet.
Vancouver. So I'll post some pictures from the CanCast page of the yachts in Vancouver. Why
Don't
not?
forget to wear clean socks.
Yeah, well, most of them make you take your shoes off.
Yep, wear clean
And,
socks.
But it's a lot of cool stuff. So, all right, I do have a funny story, okay? So I'm looking at, there's like Sea-Doos and Wave Runners there, right? And
You didn't.
no, listen. I'm very, very proud wife. I have a very, very proud wife moment. And I'm going to offend somebody, and I don't care. You'll get over it. So I grew up, we had Sea-Doos growing up at our cottage. And like, yeah, sure, they're fun to screw around on. But I can't handle them. Like when I'm on the lakes around here, like there's a lot of, dinks running around in Sea-Doos when you're trying to, they're doing it on purpose too.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Oh yeah.
So my father-in-law bought a place on Shamong Lake. And his wife has a Sea-Doo, and they always talk about how two would be nice, or maybe. And Leanne always was, like wondering what it was like. So I texted Leanne, like, why don't we maybe buy you a Sea-Doo, and we'll just leave it at your dad's? And I was like, mostly joking but half serious. She goes, not a chance. Sea-Doers are assholes.
That is a proud moment.
And I was like, wow, I'm proud of you. She's like, yeah, buy a boat. So, anyways, I thought that was pretty good for her.
That's
So, okay. I'm like, a lot of stuff happening.
How come there's no Sea-Doo tournament series?
Well, did you see that video Jay Siemens did of him on the
They got
Sea-Doo?
some pretty crazy
Dude,
stuff in the
Jay
ocean
can
there on
catch a
those
fish
Sea-Doos.
anywhere.
Man.
I got to give it, like, Wham Bates, we got to do his draw here. Well, I did his draw. I'm going to announce the winner. I'm going to call Wes out. He was being a little mean to Jay on Instagram when he was riding the Sea-Doo. Well, Wes is laughing right now. Don't worry. It's all in good fun. He knows what I'm getting at. But if you actually want to see some cool content, Jay Siemens has a cool Sea-Doo video of, like, fishing outfit. Is it for everybody? Probably not a chance. Like, why? But, hey, it's out there. And if you want to watch a really cool video, watch Jay's video of him up in Nunavut doing, like, the Ski-Doo trip across the Arctic and ice fishing and stuff. It's pretty cool, too. Pretty cool stuff.
Ice fishing in a Sea-Doo?
No, Ski-Doo.
Ski-Doo.
Oh, Ski-Doo.
Yeah,
I was
he
gonna
said
say.
Ski-Doo.
Well, up there, they call them snow machines.
A snow
Not
machine.
snowmobiles. So,
Wow.
all right, I owe a couple apologies. I usually owe a couple each show. I do owe one the West at Wham Baits. We did the average Ontario Anglers podcast. We had the whole West Wham Baits box just sitting right over there, which I totally forgot to bring back on camera. And I got a whole bunch of entries. And the question we asked was, what was the game system that Jesse and Andrew played growing up? And I got a lot of entries. That's actually pretty impressive. Some people even entered like 3 times. Like, I just want to make sure you didn't miss me. And I'm happy. I pulled the name, me and Lan off camera. We have it filmed. We'll post it up. And I'm happy that this guy won it because he's been a long time listener and supporter. And actually goes out to Blake Rader. So,
Oh, nice.
Blake,
right on.
Nice.
I'll message
Yeah,
you,
Blake's
buddy.
a good guy.
Send me your address. I'll ship this stuff to you. And thank you, Wes, for doing that. So another thing we didn't touch on last episode during season 1. Now that we're in season 2, Movember.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Well, I didn't raise $7,000, so
Well, his mustache grew up his cheeks.
I got to grow my beard back. But I'm still impressed with the $2,500 we did raise.
That's awesome.
Like, that's not bad. So we raised over $2,500. I had a lot of great people support it. I'm also,
What was that bet again?
if I raised $7,000, I had to keep it. But
No.
nobody wanted
If
me to
you
keep
didn't
it.
raise
No,
$7,000,
if, because I was
but
trying
you
to
had to
get
keep
people.
it.
No, it was because we wanted people to spend money.
Oh, yeah, you
to,
might
like,
be
get
right.
it up.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm a little disappointed because, like, so many people. I kept telling people, you don't have to donate $50, like $2, like just whatever you can. Like, I don't. It all added up, and people would like laugh at me. But what do you do? So $2,500.
That's not why they're laughing.
I don't
at
think
you.
that's bad. Like, a lot of
That's
people
great,
raise
buddy. You should be
$200.
proud of that.
Yeah. So
$2,500 is huge.
with that as well, our friend Shannon Lane, who owns a clothing company, she's coming to CanCast. The Cure is Outdoors. She saw what we were doing, and she's like, I really want to help you out because it was something that was close to her heart. And she had some family members deal with some stuff that Movember supports. So the Cure is Outdoors. We're gonna be showing some pictures right now as you guys are listening to this. An awesome clothing line of great stuff made right here in Ontario. And every sale she does, she donates $1 to the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So she's giving us a huge prize pack. I threw in some stuff that I rep, some Daiwa stuff and all that. And we are going to do a draw for that one. So what I want you guys to do basically is I want you guys to message the Instagram account on CanCast and let us know what 2 fish live together under the log on the Lake of Bays.
There you go.
And we're going to draw that one for Shannon. She's a huge supporter of this. She's a great person, and I want everyone to go by her booth at CanCast and support that cause and help her raise some money for the Mental Health Association.
Great.
So that's what we're going to do, okay, guys? So the 2 fish, you can tell them one more time if you guys want.
Nope.
No?
No.
All right. Go back and listen to it. So
There's two
that was
podcasts about it now.
that was pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, so Kris,
Yes, sir.
let's talk through a normal day of tournament fishing for you. So this kayak thing starts ridiculously early in the morning.
Yeah.
You're usually on the road at what time?
Depends. Like the first tournament I ever went to, I couldn't sleep, so I just left at 12:30 at night
Yep.
and got there at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, about 2:30 in the morning. I get to the parking lot. Sure enough, there's already guys drinking beer, just chatting, and I'm like, "Holy crap! I thought I was going to sleep here, but instead I'm just going to talk now and get my stuff ready before other people show up, and gonna go fishing at like 5 o'clock."
It's a good job it was your first one and not your second one, because they wouldn't have talked to you anymore.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But it was just weird. It was just, honestly, I was like, wow, this is way different than bass fishing in a boat, because we show up at like 5:30, 6, launch the boat and get the hell out of there type of thing, and just go to get your boat checked. And with this was like,
And then
here.
there's a blast off at
Well,
7 o'clock.
And launching 150 kayaks is a process, right? I always found it took longer for me to launch my kayak than my bass boat any day. Everyone thinks it's easy, but you're running a trailer, right?
yeah, I got a trailer.
So do you back right up to the ramp if you can and
I
throw
do,
it in?
yeah, because I don't have the
Yeah.
wheels they have to put on it for some weird reason. I sold it with the old kayak.
So I got like 6 sets of wheels. I did try.
Really?
Well, he's like, "What? I don't get the wheels." I'm like, "No, I need those for my next kayak." But I did come in to inherit a few more if you need some wheels.
Oh, perfect.
You want to
Yeah.
borrow some wheels for the classic?
Honestly, I do. Yeah.
Okay. They're probably up in that other building, but we could probably
That's
dig them
fine.
out.
We can-
I'll get them to you for
No
the
problem.
classic.
That's good.
Anyway, so you got to drag it out. So say you're unstrapping, drag it out, get all your stuff on, get all your rods on. The way my kayak was always set up with the live scope and everything was always off balance. So even when I
Yep.
put it on the wheels, everything wants the tip. So it was never fun getting into water. So I always found that's one thing I liked about the boat was like backer in, all the rods in the rod
That's it.
locker,
Everything's
go.
ready to go.
The kayak to me was a little bit more time. And
Yeah.
the launches were always busy tournament day. You'd have like 15 guys trying to get in, right? So
That's it.
so that's one thing about why kayak. It's a longer day. Usually we start an hour earlier. Usually fishing starts at 6.
At least, yeah, it's an hour and a half usually. No, well, it's an hour before you
Yep.
get to launch, before the tournament.
Yep.
You get to your spot, and then you start fishing at whatever time. it
What
usually
time
starts.
can you go be on the water?
An hour before you can start fishing.
So like you,
Okay.
yeah.
So
So
you
it's
can be on
gentleman's
5
start,
o'clock.
but you can paddle out to your spot.
Yeah, we start at like 6 o'clock. Like in the summertime, like early summer, we start at 6 o'clock usually. So we're out there at like 5 o'clock when it's still a little bit of dark, and you're paddling out there to your spot.
Yeah.
You have to have your lights on and all that.
Yeah, and then it's a long day because you're fishing from 6 till 3 in the hot sun, paddling or pedaling. Did you have a motor? You had a motor, right?
I added a motor after Lake Nipissing. It was, oh my God. Remember the time that you guys
Yeah.
were going to the Pike tournament? I was
Yeah.
going to that.
Oh, what about that
yeah,
Pike
yeah.
tournament? Pike
Yeah.
winners.
the one we won.
Well,
Oh,
the one
yeah,
that you guys won.
Yeah, it was a miserable day for me that day.
yeah,
You guys
this
had
was-
a blast. I was like dying.
Chris was going across the lake and he couldn't see anything. It was foggy, grainy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Chris was,
Well,
going,
yeah.
he was out there and he was like doing this with his air horn. He's like,
Just so I'd get there alive.
sees the bass boat guys just running past him. He's like, over here.
No, the bass boat guys were still not out yet. There's just, yeah, that's what I mean. With kayaks, we're out there when it's still dark out most of the time.
So you seem to get off to like a pretty good start usually. You don't are you a sandbagger? Do you upload your photos right away or do you wait?
No, I usually wait. I don't know. I just take pictures and then I upload them
So-
at the end when I'm cruising between spots. I don't upgrade, like, don't show my pictures until a certain time.
Is there ever a point where you're mentally like beat though? You're like, oh man, I'm tired, or like I'm like you just want to.
Yeah, that was the first tournament. First tournament I went out fishing, I was done at 1 o'clock. I was like, whatever. If somebody beats me, they beat me. I was already heading down to back to the boat launch because
Yeah.
I was like,
You're done.
my legs were done. I was done, and I was like, mentally, I was beat. Like I was like, man, this sucks.
Did
Like,
you-
This is.
Did
I'm
you-
like, I'm like, I was actually playing soccer like 3 or 4 times a week that time, and I was already tired. Like it's just so much paddling, like,
And it's a
pedaling
different.
everywhere.
And with that Hobie, it's like a different muscle than like a bike riding a bike
Oh,
muscle,
big time.
right? The way
Yeah.
the way the pedals work.
Yeah.
It's my opinion the best setup by far.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Better than a motor?
Hobie,
No.
I checked out. I
Motor
looked at
over
the Das Kings at the thing. They're pretty cool. I've just never used the propeller or
Propeller.
the propeller stuff on,
Yeah.
on the kayak, so I don't even know much about it.
So, what's the plan? We're gonna do the classic.
Yeah.
Any chance of fishing any other events stateside? Like you got some skills, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going. We'll see. This year, I'm planning to go down to fish the actual bass events down there. So I think I'm going to end up at Lake Murray, which is in probably 4 weeks.
Dude, you're gonna need a new supervisor and ditch that tablet.
Yeah, 100%. That tablet, and my supervisor's going to get beat up after this.
No.
He knows.
No. I just mean like he's not gonna let you go to do all these events.
No, actually,
He's a bass fisherman.
don't worry. We
No.
pay very.
my boss
we,
is
we pay weekly.
Cliffy. You guys know Cliffy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cliffy is my boss, so he's pretty understanding. He's like, you know what? If it's not crazy busy, just go down. Whatever, do your thing.
Worst comes to worst, you can come work at CANCAST. We pay weekly.
Weekly,
Very
oh,
weekly.
Yeah.
So
Is it? Are they using Tourney X for the Bassmaster? Or they have their
Yeah.
own gig.
No. The Tourney X.
So-
Tourney X is pretty big. Like it's a really good app. Honestly, like I've fished other apps, and Tourney X is honestly the simplest one for.
it's the best.
the best one.
So
yeah.
if you, all these other clubs, because more and more clubs are doing this kind of measurement tournament. So if y'all don't have Bubba Smart Scales and you're not using their new app, which is a pretty sweet feature, by the way,
It is cool.
don't waste your time. If anything else, just get Tourney X. It is by far the best, and it's perfected. That guy does a great job with it. It's the best one.
yeah, no, I've tried different apps. Like I fished with other apps. Like
Fish is it Fish Donkey? Fish.
No, I don't even know.
I don't know. I got
iAngler.
a couple
iAngler is
of
pretty good.
iCatch or something.
iAngler. There's a couple.
I got
like,
some on my
one
phone
button.
here.
Yeah, no, they're
don't
they're
know. I
good.
don't
They're
even
don't
know.
get me wrong. They're all pretty simple. It's just Tourney X is on like
tur-
another level.
During the COVID thing, and we got back, and we couldn't be in groups and stuff. The Tourney X people actually rewrote their program for Hogtown Bassmaster so it would take weight instead of measurements.
Yeah,
and
the
they
guy's
did.
a beauty.
They did that for us. Like, and I guess a bunch of people are using it now. But that was something that they actually did for our club.
I can't remember the guy's name that owns
Dwayne,
it.
I think.
Dwayne.
Yeah, good guy. Like he's like John's told me some stories. John like how him helping him out. Like he's just like I think he does it full time. That app, right? Like it's getting pretty
I think
big.
he still has a job, but
I'm not
Maybe.
sure, but,
But he
I'm
does
sure he's doing
Good
all
side
right.
he's
project,
doing-
anyways.
no,
for him.
he's doing well for it.
It's a great side gig.
Yeah. So
I like that app because it keeps your stats too. So it's actually pretty cool.
okay,
I got-
so
I got
Yeah, we know how
first
good you are
spots.
with numbers.
Yeah, I got first spots. I guarantee you, I got more first spots than you do.
dude, I'm just happy that they give him a measuring board. Imagine if he was trying to add weights up.
Oh yeah, it's
5 plus 4, 13 pounds. Like you'd be
Oh, you should have seen it. There's a couple
Yeah.
tournaments where I threw the bigger fish out.
wow.
One time being, I remember sitting in the back of a Gucci's boat and I threw out the bigger fish and I look at it, I'm like, oh shit. And how do I break that used to Gooch? And I remember we still ended up winning. It was one of those like Wednesday tournaments, but it was like, he looks at me and he's like, what's wrong? I'm like,
Nothing.
That's literally what I did. I was like, nothing. And he's like, what do you mean nothing? And I'm like, I may have thrown out the bigger fish. He's like, what do you mean you may have? I'm like,
Did you still
I'm
win?
like, we're still like around 19, but I think there's a dink in here.
Well, that's bad, man.
Yeah, but yeah, we ended up getting first, but it was I remember his face like, what did you do? I'm like, nothing. He's like, really? Like, what did you do? I was like, fuck, I messed up.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
You can't say that. Hang
Yeah.
on. I'm late. There we go.
Yeah, it was funny actually. Yeah, but I even probably with Sean, I probably did the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we had.
I've thrown the fish back still attached to the calling beam.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
No comment. You what? You threw it back, attached the calling beam?
Yeah. I called the fish and I put the bigger
Oh
fish in
my
the live well
gosh.
and I threw the fish like I was still had the calling beam still in my hand with the fish on it and I just threw it all in the water.
This year,
And I stopped and Joe looked at me. He's like, "Dude," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Where's the calling beam?" I'm like, "At the bottom of the lake."
I caught myself throwing up pliers this year. I
Yeah.
kept the fish. I pulled the lure out. I threw the lure. As I was throwing the lure, I thought I was throwing the fish with it. So I was like, and I let go and I'm like again. I'm like, are you kidding me? Fuck. The fish is still in my hand. I'm like, the pliers are gone. I'm like, how am I going to get through the rest of the day with this? Like, this is going to be bad. So yeah, I know it's bad. Like sometimes your head is just not there.
So
Mine
when-
is
Any big fishing plans for this besides tournaments? Like, what do you guys got planned? Any big fish other than us winning another pike derby? What's the plan? Like, what's the big plans for this year? Going anywhere? You're doing the qualifier?
Oh,
or
I'm
no?
doing the qualifier.
You
yeah.
going up there?
Yeah, going up to Temiskaming.
You, Sean, you fishing anywhere?
I might head down to Lake Fork at the end of the month, and then I'll be back for a couple days, and then I'm
Nice.
gonna
Who you going
head
down
to
there with?
the Bahamas. I might go down there to the elite event. My brother might come with me, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we might go bow hunting after. And
Sweet.
yeah,
some
So let me
pigs.
know where to book my plane ticket. I got lots of aeroplan
yeah.
points.
So yeah, then we're coming back, and then we're gonna go to the Bahamas.
That's sweet, man.
Yep.
Good for you. Just make sure you're back for April 6th, eh?
Yeah,
Why Bahamas? Oh, because Jamie's got a place there. Our friend's got a place
yeah.
there,
Her
right?
friend has a place there, and they've invited us down. And
Nice.
so I said to Jamie, I'm like, well, because she's a teacher and she doesn't get to travel any other time, but like March break
Yep.
and Christmas break.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so, you know, and,
All
and
summer
all
long.
all her teacher friends are going. And now that she has the boy, I'm like, listen, I'm like, you've been an unbelievable mom. Like, you've been working your tail off. I said, why don't we go to the Bahamas? Why don't I, make this happen for you? And she was like, really? I'm like, all your friends are going, right? And some of them have kids and stuff. I said, it'd be a perfect trip for you, and I'll go and I'll take care of the boy most of the time, and you can have fun, right?
Sweet. What a good husband.
Yeah.
Oh, she's an unbelievable woman, man, and I appreciate the hell out of her.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
I'm trying to find like a
I'm
good
lucky.
sound effect for this like romantic moment, but I don't have one. Oh, here we go. Hang on, I got one. That was sweet. A lot better than this one. So, okay, so you're going Bahamas. Any fishing while you're there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I would do
for
that.
sure.
Hire a local guy.
For sure.
Mark,
Not really. Just the normal club stuff,
you're
and
gonna win a qualifier.
I just want to make the team. I don't have to win it.
Make the team.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never been there, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've never fished up that way. So I always like going to new bodies of water. So
Sweet.
we'll see what happens.
Chris.
OKBT, buddy.
OKBT.
That's all I can tell you. I love that trailer. Like,
And then some of the Bass Kayak Opens. Is that
I
what they
think
call
so.
them? Is
Yeah,
that they call
kayak-
them
kayak
Opens?
opens. They're like $250 US. You can win like $5 to $8 grand or something like that. It's
And can you advance?
yeah,
If you,
and then you can get to the classic that way too.
yeah, nice.
So that's why I want to
That's
go
cool.
see if I can get
Double
on.
qualify.
Yeah, might as well try.
Right.
Yeah, but it'll be.
boy. And what are you doing?
Oh, finally, somebody asked me. No one ever asked me a question.
gotta
back.
work
You're
it.
always
Working our way
working, so
around.
it's
I'm
hard
always
for you to go
working.
fishing.
I know.
man.
I'm just like an MC. It's freaking weird. I'm actually going back to Eagle Nook this year in August. Love that place. Just
yeah, no
mad.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet, man.
Dude. So I'm actually taking Leanne.
Really?
Yeah, me, Leanne, Ted from Greywood, his wife, Denny, a friend of ours, his wife, and another friend of theirs. We're going.
Oh,
2
good.
boats. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
And then we're also going to.
All pleasure or some business in there too?
It's all pleasure. It's a personal trip.
Boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Attaboy.
one of them, Denny is our customer, but like it's all pleasure. Just we're going for a
Nice.
good time. Yep.
Nice.
And then we're going to Beauchene. You know, you guys heard of Beauchene up there?
I've heard it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I went there 2017 with the Garmin guys. We're going back there with the Garmin guys. And it's an awesome place. So it's like a private nature reserve. And it's like fishing in a barrel, dude. So you're not allowed to use
You're still not catching nothing.
oh, dude,
No barb hooks?
dude, you know barb hooks,
Yep.
and they manage the fishery amazing. Like, and it's massive. It's huge, right? A lot of, I won't say names. A lot of TV personalities go and film their shows there.
And what's the target?
So that time of year we're going, we'll be chasing smallies, pike, walleye, lake trout. Will be up
Just a
shallows,
little bit
still,
of everything.
and that's what makes it great. So we go that week. Like their season's different, obviously.
Yep.
And but a lot of guys go there and film their TV shows because they just catch fish after fish. They don't
Bass open
right?
all year up there, right?
Bass open all year. But it's just a great time, great food, great lodge. And if you're looking into it, it's called Beauchene Wilderness Lodge. It's super affordable. Like it's very well priced.
And
So-
how is like a train ride up there, or is it?
No, so it's like an hour outside North Bay.
Yeah. Oh, that's not
so
bad.
and then so it'd be like kind of up where the qualifier is.
Yeah. Sweet.
That Temiskaming
Yeah.
area,
Temiskaming
Not-
Shores. I think it
I
is.
don't think it's quite there. And then you take this long dirt road in. It's like an hour, and it's a little rough with the boats. We brought our own boat last time, but I just had my duck. Remember my duck boat? back then?
Mhm.
But this year we'll be bringing bass boats, and we're looking forward to it. Though it's gonna be good. It's gonna
Nice.
it's gonna be just a good with our friends from Garmin, but like they're just they're great guys. Like it's like a boys trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking forward to that. So that's kind of 2 big fishing highlights for me this year, and then plans just fish more. Like that's Just the goal, just fish.
Where's that tinner tournament that you're supposed to have?
The what, sorry?
The tinner tournament that you're supposed
Yeah,
to?
well, there's lots of stuff on the to-do list, boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And you know what? And
Life got busy.
you know what?
Like,
For all of us, though, like,
Yeah.
I'm not tooting anyone's horn. Like, we all work hard. We got families.
Sean
we
had
got,
a baby. And
We got lots going on. And you know what? We're going to get through this trade show. We're going to execute something like no one's ever seen before again. I'm confident in it. I've been up every single night working on that show. And, like, but I'm so ready. Like, everything is way, like, we're ready. Like, everything's ready. Like, for me, like, we are so far ahead of last year. Yeah, it's good. We've been working on it all year. And it's just, other than loading the trailer, like, we're almost there.
Can we say, are you going to be doing that like 12-day before
Yep.
thing again?
The giveaway?
Yep, big time. Yeah, so
What was it,
we're-
like $1,000 a day or something?
$1,000 a day. We're gonna announce that in a little bit. Got some big companies on for some prizes, and all the other like the little, like not little's the wrong word. Sorry, the smaller businesses, which is what make CanCast up. That's what this thing is. They have all stepped up with prizes. So we'll put together some packages and whatnot.
Wicked.
Yeah, it should be good. So that's one of the reasons to have an advance ticket. So get in the door, get your
Where
stuff.
can you get that ticket?
It's going to be online on Monday.
On Monday.
We'll have our
Alright.
links all over our socials. Yeah. So it was supposed to go up yesterday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a little bit of issue with the ticketing software and just the way like they roll out events. Because if we do at the Peterborough Memorial Center, they got concerts. They asked if we could go next Monday. And I'm like, you know what? We got
Fine.
2.5 months to the show. I think we can live.
Yeah.
So,
So
but-
what you're saying is on Monday, you can actually buy an advance ticket already.
yeah, February 5th.
What's the price?
It's going to basically, it's $14.60 plus taxes.
Whatever.
So you're under $20 to get in the door, and that includes your seminars, everything. Like,
Yeah.
and remember, like,
Chances to win.
chances to win prizes. Basically, look at this: you've bought a raffle ticket, and you get in free.
Yeah, that is a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
You're giving away like the Garmin units like
Yep.
you did last year?
There'll be Garmin stuff. There's a bunch of stuff from Daiwa. There's a bunch of stuff from Shimano. I got a bunch of stuff from Lou St. Croix. Bubba's
I'm
got
sure
$1,000.
Bubba's going to have some
We got
presents
a bunch of
there.
other stuff. We got man, like Bubba really stepped up. What else do we got? We got Peterborough Pro Tackle always steps up with stuff. Tackle Depot, like all the retailers step up. Like same thing. It's guys, like it's just put it this way: we've got better every year. I don't see it getting worse this year. Honestly, I don't. I think it's a better quality show that we're
Chris,
building.
you got a yellow tech stick on that kayak?
Actually, I do, yeah.
Attaboy.
and newest
I got
Borka Pro staff. So I can't wait that you're going to be in all our meetings now on our Zoom calls so you can translate. Tim's going to be
100%.
excited.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's funny. So well, that's good, man. Like, I'm sorry we didn't touch on these things are always too short, but I still think in the summer I'm going to pick a dock somewhere. We're going to set this board up, and people are just going to come and go all day and have a long podcast. You know, like maybe you guys want to take off, go fish for a bit. Someone sits down, vice versa. I think that'd be fun. Like get
That'd
a
be cool.
cottage or something, right?
That'd be
Pretty
cool.
cool, yeah.
You know?
Especially if you did it on the lake that it's got a tournament on that same day or something. People would stop by all the time
Yeah,
just to talk.
do something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like, you know what, man, like everyone loves to fish, but I would totally be fine with being Mark Zona talking about it. I think it's, you know what I mean? Like I love that whole sports commentator
Oh, yeah.
stuff. And yeah, I think it'd be sweet.
I was watching some of his show the other day.
Yeah.
They just whacking them. I think they were in some lake in Arkansas or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Even
It's-
he said it was the best fishing. He was with I can't remember who he was with, but he said even it was the best fishing. Like these are two like well versed anglers.
Yeah.
And it was by far their best days, both of them ever.
Well,
They waxed them.
I got one more topic I want to close the show with. Okay, we're already over an hour, but one more topic. And we've touched on it many times with live scope and forward facing sonar, and everybody probably knows where I stand because I'm completely biased, for obvious reasons. I buy them all, but are we at the point where we have too much electronics on boats? So you're seeing now the elite guys running live scopes on the back for side imaging.
Yeah.
We got like lots of guys with 5 of them now. How will we cross that line?
I don't think you can get rid of it. There's no way you're going to get rid of it.
I
They may
agree.
do something like limit the amount of transducers
So
you
like
can have.
maybe like you can run 2, and like
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I really like the 5.
you will
I think-
never see
I
it
think they'll
banned.
go 3. I don't think they'd go less than 3.
No.
Right? Because you got your forward facing sonar and then you got 2 that are stationary at the back. It gives you your live image side imaging, one off the left and one off the right.
So the question is, though, most of those elite guys, they have them all anyways. One guy has it, they all get it. So is it really a point of limiting it in the elites? Or is it... So,
you got to start somewhere.
So here's the argument.
Right?
Does forward fishing sonar make better entertainment or worse entertainment?
I think it makes it better.
I think they're catching more fish.
But it's not as...
On lakes where it makes sense to use it. There's lots of lakes
as a spectator, like watching bass live and watching some guy just look down on his graph, I don't think it's as entertaining.
I agree with you there.
But they're seeing more fish because of it. They're seeing more fish catches ultimately because of it.
So is there a way we can get the coverage to a different level? And I know they do it sometimes, like on the guy's screen.
They changed it last year where they started showing.
How do we get it to like a different level? I don't know what I'm trying to get at here. I'm just wondering like where we're at because it's a really hot topic in the States right now.
Yes, it is.
It's like a big hot topic.
Yeah,
right?
it's been a hardcore topic for the last like 6 months.
Okay, so let's take the elites out of it. Let's take Canada and our series. What do we call it? So let's call our top angler series. So we'll say, is anybody around here going to ban it?
No, not a chance.
No chance.
Don't think so either.
No way.
You'll
You'll lose all the boats.
I agree. People fish with it. Like people have learned to fish with it now,
Yep.
and that's what they want to use.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a complete video game fisherman. If I have it on, I am only thing I'm looking at. It is a bit of a problem, but I love it.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah,
it is pretty
it's
cool.
super cool.
I still don't use it like to the capability that it can be used, but I like it.
I just find that it makes you so much more efficient and you're not wasting time on the water.
And
I've only got so much time to fish,
true.
right?
And I use it, and if you're using it right, you're using it for everything, right? Structure. Let's say
Yeah.
why you're using structure, why they're using side imaging, all that stuff. But I don't know. I just think like it's awesome. I just wanted to see what you guys thought on the limits. I know Corey Johnson posted a photo that he was running both of them on the back for side imaging. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. Testing some new Geiger Tech stuff, see how that goes. But I just want to see if you guys thought it ever got too far. I mean, if it was up to me, everybody would buy 10.
I thought about running 2 of them on my kayak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I'll definitely run 2 on my bass boat. Once you have one in perspective full time and one in forward, it's game changing for
It
sure.
is. I think so too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
It's and the way Basscast is set up, if once they get that 2 different cameras, one on the screen and one on the angler, and people get to see what he's actually doing, what he's seeing.
that's what I was trying to get at.
I
Like,
think
how do we
they
make
did that with Hummingbird. I think.
Yeah, it was-
like
yeah.
Bassmaster
Yeah,
did a
you know,
Hummingbird thing.
Once
Yeah.
they get that,
But
like,
they should be doing it with everybody because
Sure, they should be.
That's that's what people want to see now.
yeah,
instead
people
of
want
a
to
guy
see what
just
he's
staring at it.
seeing, so he can. And then the way they react to the bait, and it's just that's what gets me excited when I watch the Garmin videos. That's literally what gets me going. I'm like, oh, okay, look, this is what he's doing. Oh, well, look, the fish is coming out of the grass, and it's like, oh,
and the
it's
best
gonna bite.
time to watch live is like ice season is when it's the best because everyone's posting great ice fishing videos and they can easily mount a camera on it, right? There's some great content.
Did you see what Seth Fighter mounted on the front of his boat for this year?
Those NFT screens.
A 22-inch.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
You understand what that is. It's like an auxiliary screen, right?
Yep.
So it's not an actual unit. Goes into his Garmin unit, which has to be a GPS map series, like the big 86s and stuff. And that feeds it back to that screen. So it's almost like a hub. So
it's basically like screen mirroring or
That's right,
whatever.
basically. But I believe the screen can still be, it has limitations. I was just talking about this the other day with Warren. I can't remember exactly because Warren researched it pretty heavily. And anyways, it has limitations. You can still use it as touchscreen though, but it has limitations.
But I seen when I went to the boat show, there was a big Garmin. Like honestly,
You were at the boat show?
Yeah.
You didn't say hi? What day
I
was
was
it?
only there like Tuesday, one of the Tuesdays.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only
Well,
seen
you didn't even
videos.
come by and say hi.
I don't know where you were.
I was in Vegas, but you still should have been looking for me. You should have at least walked in.
Anybody
Kyle
seen
here?
Kyle?
I was busy.
Kyle!
Kyle, where are ya?
Where are you? Say it again. Say it. Kyle.
Kyle,
Kyle.
where are ya?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, well.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
But did you see that one
Yeah, that's what I'm putting on my
Garmin screen?
That's what,
Like
I'm,
that was like that looked like a 20-inch.
that's what I'm putting on my
And
kayak.
I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be like 10 grand or something for one of those screens. It was ridiculous. More? Oh yeah, no.
That's what
sorry.
I'm putting on my kayak.
How much is that thing?
Don't worry about it.
'Cause I honestly instead if I was to ever get back into boat fishing, that's something I would
You
install
got
on my
a
boat.
Bork amount for one of those or what?
Not quite. That's where you have to step up to a guy your tech for that one.
Yeah, that screen is huge, and it's like holy. I didn't check the price tag. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's sweet. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for coming in. This was fun.
It was fun.
I'm going to get this audio up tomorrow. I'm in the airport. So,
Swipe.
boom. Please, guys, like, share, leave us a review. We're a little bit slower getting them up on YouTube just because of the editing, but I've watched the numbers. Most of you are downloading it on Spotify or Apple anyways, which is awesome. I listen to podcasts. I don't watch them, but hey, we got the content if you need it. And let's wrap this up. Mark, any
Yeah, you know,
last cast, buddy? What do you got?
just want to remind everybody to go check out the Crowley Boys Spill the Beans.
There you go.
We'll see you there.
Nice.
I'll be there.
We'll have a side bowling bet.
Oh, yeah, we will. I got trophy, you know.
No, the worst part is the crowds.
need a
You probably
trophy
win
still.
that.
I
Win
did.
that too. So
What else you got there, Chris? Give us some.
what else do I have? I don't know. Just come to the CanCast. It's gonna be.
Oh,
fun.
and I wanted to say how proud I am for you going classic. buddy.
Yeah, I know. I
It's a
can't wait
big
to
deal.
win.
This is
it.
amazing.
Honestly, I have a lot of confidence. You guys all know that I'm a pretty big shit talker, but I got. I don't know. I just this year, everything's fallen in my life. I just feel like I definitely can win this, and I'm definitely going to give it about 110% to do it. So
Well, man, I hope you do.
it'd be pretty cool to bring that trophy like Gussie did. So
I
it'd
got
be pretty
good-
cool to do it on the kayak side. It would
And
be
and
pretty-
if you win it, you're bringing it to CanCast.
100%. John won't let me not
Listen.
bring that.
If you win the trophy, I will give you your own booth to stand in all day with the trophy, so you can get photos taken.
No.
Free
Yeah.
kisses and
Yeah,
photos.
and a whole
Honestly,
pack of
I would-
Sharpies.
I would give that trophy right to John and be like, thanks a lot, buddy, because he really got me into this. And
John does that to a lot of people.
he does.
Did it to me.
He's
He
insane with
influences.
that. I'm telling
You know what? No one knows what that guy does behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's not easy organizing events. Trust me. I had a day today where I had to call a couple buddies and vent. It's like
He's the
putting
numpiest.
people-
He's the nicest, grumpiest guy you'll ever meet.
100%, yeah. I call him and I know if he's either grumpy or
Yeah,
happy.
he doesn't take shit either.
No, he
But-
doesn't.
I'm like, I'll call you back because you're just grumpy.
Dude, like you gotta remember, he organized all those series. He doesn't take a dime from it.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
And
make any money.
I said to him, like, John, even if you had to throw $5 on entry, no one would be mad at you. Like he puts his own gas into his own time, his own
Yeah.
and he won't. I'm like, no
No.
one would be mad at you for like, you know, at least cover your entry fees and stuff, right?
Yeah, just to whatever.
Yeah.
No,
But
he does.
no, he's very transparent and I think he does a good job.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
And he's made it so that him and Paul, who helped him organize it, like, you know, they should be allowed to win prizes and like it's awesome.
Yeah,
They
he
do a
pretty
good
much
job.
he's a giver more than anything.
Yeah, for
So-
sure. Sean, last cast.
I really want to wish my buddy Christoph good luck at the Classic this year.
I know you're not going to be there, but
Yeah, you may just
We
see
might
me.
go.
yeah, it'll be
We
hilarious.
might
if you
get
guys
maybe.
come.
If you're
Listen.
like in the top 10, we may fly.
You may just see
It'll
me.
be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
We
I'm not
may
gonna-
fly. Yeah.
That's the hope, boys. So it'd be pretty sick because last year we had a blast.
Oh
That's all I can
my
tell you.
God.
You were something, Sean.
I'm still hungover.
I know. Yeah. We had the best party ever. What are the chances that a Canadian wins that year too?
Yeah,
Kyle missed it.
we threw a banger.
Well, I was at home getting ready for the big party.
Yeah, you were.
True, you were, but yeah, that was a
Oh, and don't forget the social the night before the CanCast, guys.
Yeah.
Put that on your calendar too.
We're gonna launch that news next week. Yeah,
just
we got
did.
me and Sean have a meeting next week.
Oh,
Should
okay.
we invite Mark?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Are you working next week?
I'm working next week, but not week in the evenings.
Well, we could do an evening meeting there.
I don't know.
I don't know. Daytime meetings. are
Do
so
it in the
much
morning.
better.
The deal.
Yeah, I'll have to reach out to our contact and see when they're available. Anyways,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be way better and it's gonna be good.
Nice.
Nice. So wicked. Well, I appreciate you guys all for joining us. Get some tickets. Get them early. Like you said, it's worth buying a ticket. Even if you're not going to the show, you can buy a ticket. You're still eligible to win those prizes. It's all going to be drawn by ticket number. We thank you guys for listening. Awesome time as always. Chris, thank you for making the trip tonight. Good
No
luck
problem.
at the Classic. We'll be following you. And if you're in the top 10, we will see you there.
all right. Sounds good.